In the small, remote village of Eldridge, nestled deep within a forest, the air was thick with an unsettling quietude. As dusk fell, the villagers quickly retreated to their homes, locking doors and bolting windows. Eldridge had a legend, one that spoke of the whispering shadows, entities that roamed freely once darkness consumed the land. The shadows were said to whisper your deepest fears, drawing you into eternal night if you listened too long. Sarah, a young and curious woman, arrived in Eldridge to find solitude after the tragic death of her parents. The village, with its quaint cottages and winding paths, seemed the perfect sanctuary. Ignoring the villagers' warnings, she ventured out after dark, armed with nothing but a lantern and her sketchbook. She was an artist, and the forest at night had always inspired her. As she wandered deeper into the woods, the lantern's light flickered, casting long, eerie shadows that seemed to dance and twist. A soft whisper echoed behind her, barely audible, like a breath against her ear. Ignoring it, she sketched furiously, trying to capture the mystical aura of the night. The whispers grew louder, words forming in the darkness. They spoke of her parents' death, stirring memories she had buried deep within. Her hand trembled, and she dropped the sketchbook. Sarah turned, her heart pounding as she scanned the darkness. The shadows moved closer, their forms undefined, merging with the night itself. They whispered her name, over and over, a sinister lullaby. She wanted to run, but her legs felt like lead, her mind clouded with fear. Sarah closed her eyes, her breathing ragged. She tried to block out the whispers, but they grew louder, more insistent. Suddenly, she felt a cold hand on her shoulder. Her eyes snapped open, and she found herself face to face with a shadowy figure, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. "Why did you come here, Sarah?" it whispered. "You cannot escape your past." Frozen with terror, Sarah couldn't respond. The shadow tightened its grip, pulling her into an abyss of darkness. The villagers found her the next morning, lying motionless at the edge of the forest, her sketchbook beside her. Her eyes were wide open, filled with a profound sadness. They mourned quietly, knowing the whispering shadows had claimed another soul. From that night on, her sketches haunted them, landscapes twisted by the terror she had encountered. Eldridge remained a village of silence, where no one dared to venture out after dark, and the legend of the whispering shadows lived on, growing darker with each passing year.